Sahih al-Bukhari 1241, 1242. Narrated Aisha. Abu Bakr came riding his horse from his dwelling place in Az-Sun. He got down from it, entered the mosque and did not speak with anybody till he came to me and went direct to the Prophet, who was covered with a marked blanket. Abu Bakr uncovered his face. He knelt down and kissed him and then started weeping and said, "My father and my mother be sacrificed for you, O Allah's Prophet. Allah will not combine two deaths on you. You have died the death which was written for you." Narrated Abu Salama from Ibn Abbas. Abu Bakr came out and Umar was addressing the people, and Abu Bakr told him to sit down but Umar refused. Abu Bakr again told him to sit down but Umar again refused. Then Abu Bakr recited the Tashahhud, i.e. none has the right to be worshipped but Allah and Muhammad is Allah's messenger, and the people attended to Abu Bakr and left Umar. Abu Bakr said, "Amma bi'adu, whoever amongst you worshipped Muhammad, then Muhammad is dead, but whoever worshipped Allah, Allah is alive and will never die." Allah said, "Muhammad is no more than an apostle and indeed, many apostles have passed away before him, up to the grateful." 3.144, the narrator added, "By Allah, it was as if the people never knew that Allah had revealed this verse before till Abu Bakr recited it and then whoever heard it, started reciting it." Sahih al-Bukhari 1243. Narrated Kharija bin Zaid bin Thabit. Amal-Allah, an Ansari woman who gave the pledge of allegiance to the Prophet, said to me, "The emigrants were distributed amongst us by drawing lots and we got in our share Uthman bin Mazun. We made him stay with us in our house. Then he suffered from a disease which proved fatal when he died and was given a bath and was shrouded in his clothes. Allah's messenger came. I said, 'May Allah be merciful to you, O Abu Sa'ib. I testify that Allah has honored you.' The Prophet said, 'How do you know that Allah has honored him?' I replied, 'O Allah's messenger, let my father be sacrificed for you. On whom else shall Allah bestow his honor?' The Prophet said, 'No doubt, death came to him. By Allah, I too wish him good, but by Allah, I do not know what Allah will do with me though I am Allah's messenger. By Allah, I never attested the piety of anyone after that.'" Al-Layth also narrated as above. Sahih al-Bukhari 1244. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. When my father was martyred, I lifted the sheet from his face and wept and the people forbade me to do so but the Prophet did not forbid me. Then my aunt Fatima began weeping and the Prophet said, "It is all the same whether you weep or not. The angels were shading him continuously with their wings till you shifted him from the field." Sahih al-Bukhari 1245. Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's messenger informed the people about the death of the Najashi on the very day he died. He went towards the Musalla, praying place, and the people stood behind him and rose. He said 4 takbirs, i.e. offered the funeral prayer. Sahih al-Bukhari 1246. Narrated Anas bin Malik. The Prophet said, "Zaid took over the flag and was martyred. Then it was taken by Jafar who was martyred as well. Then Abdullah bin Raha took the flag but he too was martyred and at that time the eyes of Allah's messenger were full of tears. Then Khalid bin al-Walid took the flag without being nominated as a chief beforehand and was blessed with victory." Sahih al-Bukhari 1247. Narrated Ibn Abbas. A person died and Allah's messenger used to visit him. He died at night and the people buried him at night. In the morning they informed the Prophet about his death. He said, "What prevented you from informing me?" They replied, "It was night and it was a dark night and so we disliked to trouble you." The Prophet went to his grave and offered the funeral prayer. Sahih al-Bukhari 1248. Narrated Anas. The Prophet said, "A Muslim whose 3 children die before the age of puberty will be granted paradise by Allah due to his mercy for them." Sahih al-Bukhari 1249, 1250. Narrated Abu Sa'id. The women requested the Prophet, "Please fix a day for us." So the Prophet preached to them and said, "A woman whose 3 children died would be screened from the hellfire by them." Hearing that, a woman asked, "If 2 died?" The Prophet replied, "Even 2 would screen her from the hell fire." And Abu Huraira added, those children should be below the age of puberty.